What do you think was the importance of Tor Giel being said is an active Splm-Io and being commander of White Army? Why did they go to South Africa when we have our neighbors? Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania and Ethiopia. Why didn't they settle on any of those East African countries? Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So the court case for Riek Machar and the 7 co-accused resumed today, October 6, 2025. And the following evidences and exhibits were presented by Dr. Sabri Wani Ladu from the prosecution team. 1. Autopsy report and the death certificate of General Majur. 2. Death certificates of 256 SSPDF soldiers. 3. Military administrative report on Nasir incident, which include formation of the investigation committee by SSPDF. 4. Digital forensic report that was prepared in South Africa and submitted under seal, which include a lot of other things, but those were the 4 things that were provided. But we're going to look at each exhibit and evidence at a time. So my first question, we're going to start with the death certificate. What's the importance of the death certificate in this court case, according to you?
I think it's to give the dates of when the incident happened. And also it's a certification, right, of the deceased to show that this person died on this date. And in addition to the autopsy it's like a post-mortem. It's going to show the cause of death. Yeah.
Yes. So as for me, the importance of death certificate is that, like in a Western world or another part of the countries or even part of Africa, when you die, you are supposed to be given a death certificate even before you are buried. This one helps with the government in keeping statistics, in managing other things. Take, for example, if you are government employees, then it helps in you being officially removed from the payroll of the government. If you were in the, let's say, for the health reason, in the Ministry of Health, if you were being covered under a certain insurance so that nobody else keep making claims on your behalf. And then again, now, those are some of the reasons why death certificate is given. But in this case, the reason why it was given is because when you come to court, court do not go by the word of mouth. They go with something that can be proved by everybody else. So as much as we know that Majur was killed, when it comes to a court case, the death certificate has to be there as a proof that he died. And there's something in writing that proves that this person actually passed away.
And also for the dating purposes. So that you don't just bring a document that has a different date from what the case is all about.
And then it also shows that this person died during these incidents because of the date that will be there. But again, the other thing that happened is, you see the 256 SSPDF soldiers, they were given one death certificate.
Was it one or many? Because I saw like death certificates for the
256.
256.
I thought like they were given one as inclusive of all of them.
No. So here it says the autopsy report dated March 10, 2025 and signed by Dr. Akram Jibril confirmed the findings into the cause.
No, you go to the death certificate itself. These are the things I'll get. So here it says,
we received prosecution document number 7, the death certificate of SSPDF officers in Nasir. The number of those who were killed was 256 and the death certificate was there. Wani said, Your Honor, the prosecution now also moves to tender the death certificates of the 256 death certificates, not just one.
Okay.
Because we took one of the late soldiers who were killed because of the crime committed by this.
They took one. So this is
as prosecution number.
Yeah, all those one. But I'm just looking at, did they actually have 256 death certificate for the
they
SSPDF?
said they turned certificates of 256.
Okay, I thought like they issue one cumulative one.
No, like they can't have one, because in the death certificate it usually has your name, your place of birth, date of death, and cause of death, and some other fine details like your age and stuff. Yeah.
And then also these death certificates that were issued, so if it is 256 plus one for the general, it's a total of 257 death certificates. Yeah, like if you go down there, it says Wani said the death certificates were signed, stamped, and issued by the competent authority, the Ministry of Health. Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask you. I had this one already in place. Okay. That they were signed, stamped, and issued by the Ministry of Health. What's the importance of these three things? Because it's the Ministry of Health that usually issues the death certificates. Either you die at home or in an accident or at hospital. And then also it is for legitimacy. Legitimacy purposes. Okay. That it was issued by the right person or like for authentication. Yeah, by the right authority, by the right people. And that's why when it says Ministry of Health, this is the ministry responsible for those ones. Yeah. When it states stamp, it means like most of the document in South Sudan, for it to be legitimate, it has to have the government stamp. It's not just South Sudan, like in different countries. It's either a stamp or your logo. Yes. As an organization. Yes. So some places like South Sudan, literally like everything has to have the government stamp. But in other countries where documents have been, how do you call it? Have been designed and made in a certain way that shows that nobody can recreate a government document, then stamp is not a must. Okay. And then the signature also. So that means somebody actually work on that. Yes. So that was the use of those. And then also, Exhibit 3, the military administrative report on Nasir incident, which includes formation of the investigation committee by SSPDF and document showing Tor Jel Thon as an active Splm-Io, being a commander of the White Army. Nasir survivors, order for relief of forces from Nasir, presidential decree integrating a Gweleng militia into SSPDF, and list of weapons destroyed by the White Army. This was number 3. Okay. But I'm just calling it number 3 the way that I'm arranging them. But when they were being given, they were not like number 3. I think it was around 8 or 7. Yeah, I think they started from number 5 to 9, because last Friday they left at number 4. Yes. Now they are continuing with it. But for the purpose of this video, we're just looking at things that were given today. So when I say number 3, that is after the first 2, the 2 death certificates for general and the soldiers. So in this number 3, military administrative report, there are a lot of things that are in here. And I think we are going to look at few of them. What do you think was the importance of Tor Jel being said is an active Splm-Io and being commander of White Army? What do you think was the importance of this thing being submitted to the judges today? I think the whole case revolves around the Nasir incident of March 2025, right? And that incident occurred between the White Army militia fighting with the SSPDF forces. So if you are looking at those two,
there's no SPLM-Io there. But the people who are currently being tried, that is Dr. Riek Machar, Port Kang, and the 6 other co-accused, are all members of the SPLM-Io. So this report, the statement that indicates that that Tor Gile was an active member of the SPLM-Io before becoming the commander of the
White Army.
It's showing a link between White Army and the SPLM-Io. That is, in my opinion. Yeah. So they are kind of tying the case back to the SPLM-Io, saying that as much as there's a lot of denial from both sides that the SPLM-Io are not part of the White Army and the White Army are not part of the SPLM-Io, then having their commander being an active part of the SPLM-Io disqualifies that claim. Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, the importance of naming Tor Gel as an active SPLM-Io member and being a commander of White Army was to prove the link that exists between the White Army and the SPLM-Io. Because in March of 2025, when the incident of Nasir happened, there were a lot of claims everywhere. It started with the government people saying there's a link between SPLM-Io and the White Army.
Yes.
And the White Army said, no, we are not affiliated with the SPLM-Io. They're existing as a different entity.
Yes.
And from time to time, they start moving it into, they call it NAS Defense Forces. They started giving a lot of names so that to dissociate themselves from SPLM-Io.
Yeah, they actually issued a very long statement.
Yes, they issued those statements, but after some time, those kind of statements start ceasing to be issued anymore, right? So what happened to the people that were writing those documents? Why did they stop? You see there? So now when we come back, why the government was providing this, or the prosecution team is providing all these documents, is to show these people are actually linked in many ways. And then also on day 5, when General Gabriel Duop Lam was asked about if White Army and SPLM-Io are related in a way, there's a way that he put it. It stated in 2013, they came to help us, and then give more explanation of like when peace agreement came, some people decided to stick with the with the movement, which is SPLM-Io, and some people decided to go back to their civilians' life.
Yeah, I think I remember that statement.
Yes. So yeah, this is like, as for me, it's just to show that there's a link between SPLM-Io and the White Army, so that the case can go ahead, like you mentioned earlier, that people being tried are SPLM-Io members. And the other thing was, there was a list of weapons or detailed list of weapons destroyed by the White Army. Why was this report included in this thing? Like, if people are fighting, things will be destroyed, right? What is the importance of it being included again?
I think that's to show that the people who attacked first are the White Army. And I think from almost all the news that we've seen so far, like from when the incident occurred, it was said that they attacked the army base. Yeah.
They captured.
They
even took photos.
Base. Yeah. So this is something that is available like on all social media platforms. Yeah. So giving a detail of what weapons were destroyed by the White Army is to show that yes, the attack actually happened, and it happened on the military base. That's why they were able to destroy those weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. So my reasoning for the provision of this detailing of the weapon destroyed is because I was looking at one of the Western world countries about what happened when government weapons are destroyed.
Okay.
One of it is a criminal offense to destroy government weapons.
Or government property in general.
Yes. And it comes with a
Heavy penalty.
With a penalty and imprisonment.
Oh, wow.
So for that country that I was looking at, it comes with an imprisonment that do not exceed 5 years.
Okay.
So you can be imprisoned up to 4 years and a half, 4
or
years,
up to
9
5
months,
years
or up to 5 years max.
Okay.
So for that country. But it all depends with each country, right? So it might not be the same. So in South Sudan, the consequences might be there, which might be different.
Yes.
So so it comes with a sentence for destroying government weapons in other part of the world. Maybe it is the same thing in South Sudan. And then also, like you mentioned, it shows that this thing actually happened. And this is why the government weapons were destroyed. And from our inventory, where we keep our records of our weapons, it shows that these weapons were destroyed and they are no longer part of our inventory as the government. And then also, they included something that called presidential decree integrating Agweleng militia into the SSPDF. And then prior to the Nasir incident happening, there was a group of SSPDF soldiers that were seen on River Nile. They were on a ship going to Nasir as per to go and relieve those people, the one that were already existing there. And from time to time, people were spreading some rumors that these people are bringing Agweleng militia to replace the current SSPDF soldiers. So that's why there was so much information that was being spread around it. And was that consignment of army that was going, was it only comprised or consist of only Agweleng soldiers? I'm not sure. I can't confirm that. Did it have any other SSPDF? I can't confirm that. But if they were already integrated into the SSPDF, because they were existing on their own under Olony, there's a general called Olony. Yes, so that guy came to Juba, they were integrated, and then something worked out. So in my opinion, the reason why this presidential decree for integrating of Agweleng militia into SSPDF was to show that if they were part of Agweleng forces that were going to Nasir, then these are part of the SSPDF soldiers. They are not going there on their own as militia group. But the fight even happened before they reached there.
Also, I think when the press statement was issued by the White Army, they mentioned one of their grievances was not having unified forces being sent to Nasir. Because that's one of the provisions of the revitalized peace agreement, right? That any forces that will be protecting or surveilling any area should be unified forces, so as to prevent issues of fights between the civilians and the forces or mistrust of the government forces. So I think by issuing that documentation of the decree, including the Agweleng forces with the SSPDF forces, was kind of to show that the forces that were being sent to Nasir were not just from one party, but they were unified forces. I think that's what they were trying to prove by that document.
And I also don't know if the Agweleng actually mean the Agweleng game that we used to play when we were kids. Oh, okay. This is Agweleng and the other one is Agweleng. Okay, Agweleng. Okay, it's Agweleng.
Wait, Agweleng is the game where you touch someone and then they have to run and touch someone from your team, right?
Yes. But the thing is, the way that we keep changing things, we pronounce things the way that we want.
The way people
so maybe originally it was Agweleng. And then we keep pronouncing it, and by the time that it actually reaches us, it was Agweleng.
Possible.
Yes, it might be possible because you even know like that a lot of places like Magui is Mangui, Mugali, we call it Magali. Owin Kibul is called Awin Bul. Parjok is called Parjok. Which other place? Iquitos. Iquitos. Yeah. So there are a lot of things. Yeah. And then Mangaltoria. I don't really know the actual pronunciation for that, but I'm sure it's not Mangaltoria the way that we pronounce it. Yeah.
Without N.
Yeah. So
and then there's Mangala. People say it Mangala, something like that. Yeah.
So people keep changing.
Yeah, even Malakal. Like the Ngok, those who lived in group 34 in Kakuma, they call it Makal.
Oh, Makal.
Yeah, they say Makal. They don't say Malakal. Yeah, and they are like the inhabitants of that place. Majority of them are from there.
They also live there.
Yes.
The real inhabitants of that place is sometimes debatable.
So what I'm insinuating is that they are part of the communities that live in Malakal. Yeah, but they call it Makal. And they have other small towns and villages as well.
Yes. All right. And the evidence number 4 that was submitted was the digital forensic report that was prepared in South Africa, submitted under the seal, which include a custody log, diplomatic custody log is like custody log. Okay, I'll leave it there. Diplomatic correspondence between the two countries, that's South Sudan and South Africa. Analysis of the seized laptops and mobile phones belonging to the accused people. So their laptops and mobile phones were in that thing.
Yeah.
And this forensic report,
they said it contains 15 attachments.
Yeah, there are a lot of attachments. So like it will be a lot of things. So I just
they didn't even list everything. They just
say A to O. So there is a lot of documents. It's not like one piece of information. So take for example, if they were going to do the analysis of the laptops and mobile phones, they will do for each person separately. Like they will say this phone is for Machar, the call log, whatever that they want to do with it, they go to the next person. They're not going to do it as one thing. So when it comes to the attachment that are being submitted, there are many.
Yeah.
And this forensic report was dated August 26, 2025. And it was said, or it is being said, it is going to help in linking the accused to communications and planning around the Nasir incident. So all this forensic report is where the whole thing that shows that these individuals that we have settled on are linked to communication and planning of the Nasir incident. So, and the person that, or the expert from South Africa that prepared this document or that was responsible for the analysis will testify in court to authenticate the findings. So this person, the person that owned the company or the person that was working on them or a representative from that company will come to Freedom Hall to come and say, I did the analysis on this thing that were given to me and all that I'm presenting here is something that does no interference of somebody else is what I found from there. So that person will have to testify at Freedom Hall to authenticate that it's from them. Otherwise, somebody else can just say these are from South Africa, right? Yeah. So.
So I just searched custody log. It's a chronological record detailing the sequence of handling, control, transfer, and disposition of physical or electronic evidence for a person in detention to prove its integrity and prevent tampering or unauthorized access. It serves as a crucial paper trail often required for legal proceedings and other regulated fields to establish trust in the evidence authenticity and demonstrate it hasn't been altered or compromised. Yeah.
So what happened now is that the judges, when they were leaving, they took the autopsy report and the death certificate for General Majur, the death certificate of the 256 SSPDF soldiers,
Yeah.
and then they also took the military administrative report on the Nasir incident, including some of those that we mentioned about Tor Thorn and the presidential decree. Those ones they took. But when it came to forensic evidence, the judges refused to take the videos and the audios document. They did not take them until these videos and whatever are played or displayed in the court for everyone at the courtroom to see what is in those.
Okay.
What do you think of this decision by the judges?
I think, like, when I was reading that statement, it said that the judges did not admit. So it's that means they did not accept that particular piece of evidence as evidence in court, because they need to know, like, and the reason why they did not do that, in my opinion, is to make sure that they are able to authenticate that information and to make sure that this is true evidence, or like they need to watch the videos. Yeah.
With everybody else.
Yes, and I think the judge mentioned that they wanted to display the evidence, or to play the evidence.
Play and display those ones.
Yes.
Videos and the photos.
Yes, in the presence of the author.
Yes.
Or the person who was detailing the pieces of evidence. So that means they need an expert witness who was in charge of doing that, like documenting all those pieces of evidence together. Yeah.
Yes. So this was a good decision by the judges that these videos and audios will have to be played first
in court.
And in court, defense team seeing it, accused seeing it, prosecution team seeing it, and the audience and the judges, everybody to see what is there.
And also the expert witness.
And then the expert will have to say, yes, these are the things that I prepared from what I was given.
Yeah.
But if that person is not there and then it turned out to be something different, they can always say, these people came and added different thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's why the expert that did the whole thing has to be there.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing is played, and then the expert can now, the South African expert can say, yes, this is the work that I did, and it has not been altered in any way, and that's what I did. So now the judges will take. But the way that it was, they won't take it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things can be said. People, oh man, you went and exchange and then you get a different one. But if it is played in front of everybody, then they will be like, this is what was played here and we all see it.
Yes.
It's not like it's something new that we're going to create. And then when it will be played, SSBC, which is doing the recording, or which they're not doing live recording, but they're recording.
Live streaming, they are recording it.
Yeah, they're recording, but they're not doing live streaming. We'll record whatever that will be happening, right?
Yes.
And it can always be shown that this is what we actually captured when it was being played in the hall. All right. And the other thing that happened with the defense team is that defense team lawyer called Anis Tombe questioned the legality of the forensic evidence because, according to him, the South African embassy in Juba had not officially acknowledged the correspondence, the exchange of the document between government of South Sudan and South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
Yes, hence undermining its credibility. What do you think of this defense statement?
I think it's just a mere objection, because there's no way you can say this person did not. Maybe you spoke to someone different, right? And in South Sudan, we know that there's no chain of custody. and we don't keep like digital records for you to check, okay, you sign in and see, oh, on this day this and this happened. So if you go to the embassy and ask, did you people receive this evidence and blah blah blah, and then they say no, we didn't, then maybe you are talking to the wrong person. But if you get the person who was in charge of that process, then they might say, yeah, we did this. And all that is part of what Judge James Alala was saying last time, that whatever questions or any inconsistencies that you think are being presented in court, you can always have a cross-examination at a later date. Yeah. So obviously, this is a question that might come up like during the court hearing when they'll be displaying that evidence. And then obviously the expert witness might be asked, like, where, like, who did they receive the information from? What stamp was on the information and all that. And that information will also be present in that piece of evidence, in the digital forensic evidence. As they say, they have a custody log. So that it's like a tracking tool from when you send it to when you receive it to when you return it. Yeah.
Yes, so the defense team or the prosecution team are all allowed to do an objection to anything that is presented.
Yes.
But this does not conclude that because the defense lawyer Anis Tombe said there was no official acknowledgement of the correspondence between the two, now conclude that this evidence is not
inadmissible.
Is insufficient, because the first thing is he's the one that is saying he has not go to the embassy and brought the ambassador to the court and say, yes, the ambassador have just asked him and he said he did not see it. So even his objection can be questioned too.
Yeah.
Like, where did he get that information? Is something that can be questioned. But he's also allowed to question the credibility of what the government is saying or the prosecution team.
Yeah.
But again, when you look at things, these people have to go into the constitution.
Yeah.
Because in some countries, I don't think if this is my own opinion and my own making, I don't think if it is written somewhere else that if the government of South Sudan want to do something that can be private, they have to go through embassy. If they're seeking expert services from an independent service provider like somewhere in South Africa, IT firm, I don't think they have to go through embassy.
Or through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yes, it's only when there's a bilateral relationship. Yeah, I feel like it's when there's a big bilateral relationship that is needed between the countries. This is where like the embassy have to be informed, right? But if it is just you are seeking other expert services even with a private entity, I don't think you need to. But maybe according to constitution, you need to. So
there's
I can't
a
really
Court
tell.
of Evidence Act 2 of 2006. So I think his objection is coming from that. Like this court, I believe, talks about the type of evidence that can be admissible in court and what evidence cannot be admitted. Like when you are doing a court hearing. So I guess maybe like he was looking at some of the acts or subsections under that Court of Evidence Act. Yeah, but we will see. Like the judge said they did not admit that piece, right? Until we now have the author or like the person who did the analysis and all that, the expert witness. And that's where we will have cross-examination from the defense team after being shown the videos, the audios being displayed in court and all that. Yeah, and if he still strongly believes that this did not go through the right channel, then he can bring up that issue.
Or come with the ambassador, so that ambassador will come and say somewhere in the constitution where it said for anything to go to our country, it has to pass through me. So there's a lot of proof to be provided here for anything to go through it. if that's the path that they will go through. But again, look, when this evidence, especially forensic one, was being done, the digital forensic one, why do you think they didn't do it in South Sudan? They had to go somewhere else.
We don't have the mechanism to do that. First of all, we don't have electricity. There's also no light. Okay, light and electricity are the same, internet, and the mechanization. We don't have
right
those equipments. Yeah. And probably the pieces of evidence have something to do with the SIM cards and all
Mobile
that.
carrier.
Yeah. So one of the main mobile service providers in South Sudan is MTN. And I believe it's a South African company.
Yeah, and the headquarters is in South Africa.
So I think that piece of evidence could not be handled by the headquarters in Juba. I don't think they have the right technology of doing the analysis. And also, doing it in South Sudan would have tampered with evidence because there will not be any trust, right? And a lot of conflict of interest might have arisen from that because the government is right here and then you are trying to work under some supervision in quotes. Yeah. So that's why I believe it had to be taken to South Africa for some information to be retrieved and then analyzed. Yeah.
Yes, and my other question is, why did they go to South Africa when we have our neighbors? Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, and Ethiopia. Why didn't they settle on any of those East African countries?
I'm looking at MTN still, right?
Yeah.
I know we have MTN in Uganda, Airtel, and all that. But they are not the owners. Yeah. So that means the headquarters is in the country of origin. Yeah. And also, if you compare these countries, South Africa is like the most advanced country in Africa. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's because of that. And then also, if this forensic evidence was to be done in, forensic report was to be done in one of East African countries, they either decide, okay, it is going to be the accused people, they will not trust the source. They will say, no, these people always pick side. We can't go with them. So that's why the government decided to settle with a country that's far away from the east. They went all the way to the south. So
and also, if you look at countries like Kenya, the last time Raila came to see Dr. Riek Machar, he was not allowed. And then there were rumors that he had been sent to go and speak to Museveni first. They need to get permission from Museveni before him being allowed and stuff. But then the government came out to deny those claims. Yeah. And they actually came out with a boarding pass or something like that for the plane, tickets, showing that Raila was booked to go to Uganda. Yeah. So it was like he had only a day or two in Juba and he had to go back and he had to pass through Uganda for their own discussions as well. Yeah.
Yes. So this is so this case, I think this is one of the cases where the government has actually invested in following the due process.
That's true.
Yes.
Because a lot is at stake, right?
Yes. Otherwise, if it was the other regular cases, it could have been concluded long time ago.
It would be judged at the Council of Elders.
Yeah, someone will either be rotting in jail or released by now. Yeah. But this one, they are following almost every step just to make sure that they don't miss anything to have the problem with this case.
And in my opinion, that's a good thing. Like, it's going to set a very good precedent as much as we, the Junubin or South Sudanese, let me speak for almost everyone, we don't have faith in the judicial system in our country. And that's not only for the South Sudanese, even other East Africans, they don't have trust in their own judicial systems. Yeah. So investing this much in a case because they know how important this case is to the entire public, not just the accused and the victims in this case. but it's the entire country, and it's going to set an example of how to handle some of these cases in the future, which is good, because like we've seen so many cases, like incidences, even cases of murder, people end up solving them at the local, they say kangaroo courts, people
Yeah.
solve them at local level, at community level, and that's not how you are supposed to solve these serious crimes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a good example.
Yes. So this case is a good example, especially now that they have started throwing in the idea of a forensic report.
Yeah.
Now everybody will be mindful of what they say over the phone. Sometimes people think so long as you are done with that communication, that's the end of it.
It's not
But they don't
recorded.
know everything that you said can be traced back to the
Your
mobile
call.
carrier, and they can retract what you were saying during that process.
That's true.
And now that we know, every time if you're going to plan some violent thing, now you should be
Do
yes,
it in person.
yes, you just have to do it in person. Yeah, so
But
people
even
will
in
be more
person, it's not
mindful.
secure, because if you are talking to a group of people,
Yeah,
then how sure are you that no one is recording your words in the
yes.
crowd? So just don't sponsor any violence and stuff. We're not saying anybody sponsored anything, but we are saying that there are consequences to your actions. Whatever you put out there, once you say something, you cannot retract it.
Yes, and it happened in a certain country the other day, that the minister that was put in charge of something, maybe gun buyback process, was talking to their tenants. And then they were discussing about this issue about the gun buyback program. And the minister just actually himself just talked. The tenant was recording it and he leaked the information.
Damn. That minister is no longer serving.
He had to be questioned in parliament severally. Oh man, the man was on fire. He actually trusted the landlord because the tenant, because this is person that they have stayed together as a long-term tenant.
That tenant is very wicked.
Now the tenant has to move out. That's my guess. Like, I can't trust you anymore. Even me asking for my rent, you will be recording me.
And then you go.
Yeah, so people are recording people everywhere here. And that's why you should be careful whether you say it. People recording you everywhere. And then, yeah, it's a good thing. It shows, and the fact that like some of the things that are happening in the court are reaching us, the citizen, so that we can come and spread the same message so that people can hear it and know.
And learn from other people's mistakes.
That there are consequences for anything that you do. And maybe somebody somewhere else is keeping record of whatever that you are doing. And if they want to, they can. They can do that.
It's just like a social media post. Once you post it, it's out there. Even if you delete it, there's screenshot. And if it's someone can screen record if it's a live video. So just think critically, like, is this the kind of information I wanted to share? Yeah, if it's something that you'll regret later on, then don't post it. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So that's it. Yeah, so the court was adjourned until Wednesday. And from Wednesday, they're hoping that maybe they will get this African expert, the forensic expert, to come and testify or to come and authenticate.
So that they come and play the recordings.
The recording before the judges take them.
Yeah.
And yeah, we go from there. We'll keep you updated if we get anything on Wednesday. And that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, leave a comment.
Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and make sure we reach 3,000 subscribers by the end of this month.
Yes.